Hello, good afternoon everybody. A couple of minutes late. Massively sorry, I was just faffing around and getting set up. So, apologies. Anyway, weather's a bit poo today, again. So, what we're doing today, we're going to do the base out of milk pear for the stem. In fact, the reason why I've been faffing around is I've just cut this off. To just leave the tenon, and also I just nibbed off the corners of the base, just ready for getting it into round. So thanks everybody for all your comments, and Nicola read out all the chat you'd been doing whilst I was turning, so yeah, it's always great to hear them, so keep them coming. So yes, that's where I'm at, and it's funny. I was obviously answering the comments to yesterday's part and things like that, and reading about what people had said about when I had that little catch and how I coped with it. And yeah, I think the thing with coping with catches, especially when you're blind, is just in the early days it was really scary because you didn't know what had happened and you didn't know what might have caused it. But now it's not as bad because I know what's caused it, and I knew the tool rest. Well, I didn't know the tool rest was too high, that's why I had the bloody catch, but once I'd stopped the machine and had a feel, then it all became apparent. So yeah, it doesn't scare me as much as it used to. Still does, yeah, I mean, it sort of like makes you catch your breath and your heart skips a beat for a moment or two, but now I more or less know what caused the catch because of experience and things like that. So yeah, but we managed to salvage the stem, so that's all good. Right, this is in my way. So yeah, we're going to start knocking this into round now. So, and it's funny, I've noticed again that my standout thumbs downer had given me the thumbs down again, and the fact that I get this one thumbs down, you know, on practically every video I do, and it's just one, you know, it's got to be the same person. So, you know, whoever you are, go ahead, give this a thumbs down, do it now, you know you want to. You don't like me, it's obvious, and good luck to you. If I ever meet you, I'm going to give you a massive hug and a kiss, because I think you were bullied at school or something like that, and you've never done anything in your life, so what do you know? But I still love you. So you keep on giving me the thumbs down, makes you feel happy, makes me smile, gives me something to talk about. Don't worry me, I think you're a complete chancer and an idiot, but I still love you. So, having said that, I need to get on with my work now and carry on doing stuff for the people that appreciate what I do, which is quite a few. They get it. So, after spinning quite fast, it's on the worm screw. Them goggles are not enough protection, that was like getting shot in the face. So, here we go again. So just knocking these corners off. So, just move it in a touch more now, make sure it doesn't catch. And just in gently, gently, there we go. And again, this is milk pear. Shouldn't take too long to get it rounded off, hopefully. Just have a feel as to how that's doing. That's doing really well. it's got quite a, it's like quite a pungent smell. It's not offensive or anything. It's quite pungent though. It's I don't know if it's got, you know, a high amount of tannins in it. Now, obviously, there's a little bit of tear out there, which we can address later on, but she's nearly there. Almost there now. Feeling it's just higher on the outside edges there, so just get them down. I can feel that the sticker flapping against the tool. So right, that's into round now, so that's pretty cool. So let's see if I can pull that sticker off. Obviously that'll say what wood type it is. Milk pear, we know that. So if I just pull this clear now, and just now that feels square already. One thing that I've noticed is that, you know, this stuff from Dalman, it's been really nicely milled, so it's nice and square. I'm just going to blow my nose. So yeah, that feels nice and square, so I'm going to go straight in now with my mortise template and put that up into position, and then just feel around here, make sure I'm pretty close, and just get the old, it's around here somewhere. Having a feel round for the brad roll. I can't feel it at the minute, so I'll just use my thin parting tool just to give me that. Just to give me that initial reference point. So that's lovely jubbly. So I need to remove this tail stock now. Feel for the parting tool. Put that back on there. In fact, I don't need that skew chisel anymore. I don't need my roughing out gouge, so let's just get these back out of the way. Right. So if you can just feel where that is. Turn it up a bit. So that's gone in a decent way now, and I've gone in at an angle to give me the dovetail. Just lower that a little bit. I can just still feel the pinpoint that the centre's left, so just check this for squareness, and let's get this. Nice and gently, working round to the working to the centre. Make sure I've got no ridges in there, and that's pretty cool. So yes, I like that. So that's going to do a fine job. Just a little bit high in the centre, just a tad. So just the touch of a midwife. It's a great saying, that. When my dad used to say, you always got the touch of a midwife. So that's cool. Excellent. So if I just, what I want to do now is just soften this, wrong one, just soften this bottom corner here. And also the slightest just cupping it out a little bit, just so it sits nice and level. Well, that's brilliant. So obviously this is going to go thinner than that. As I'm working through it all, I just need to be thinking of things like that. But what I need to do now is sand that up, and I'm going to do the same thing, apply, so we can keep the speed low and keep the dust down and everything. I'm just going to apply this lemon oil and wax blend here to the base. I'm still going to wear a dust mask, but we'll keep it nice and slow. Well, actually, I might not wear a dust mask. I'm going to start at 120. Nice and slow, just get that out of the road. That'll be cool, and I'll just get some cardboard there just to protect the bed. So it's nice and gentle. I'm just applying slightly more pressure towards the centre just to keep that concavity there so it sits nice. Work round that edge. I'll just get inside there now. Start sanding the inside the mortise. Just getting the rim there, but not too much. You don't want to get rid of that dovetail. So then the jaws won't grip. If it's your first time here, you are most welcome. Thanks for coming. And if you're a repeat offender, same as, yeah, thanks for coming back. So it's all very cool. So what do I think of this milk pear? Yeah, I'm very, very happy with it. It turns lovely. Dave Ticehurst in Australia said it's sort of like almost a tiki colour. So that's a good reference for me because I know what teak colour is. Just stop that up now and have a feel. So yeah, that's feeling very good. So I will, what's it saying now? That feels like another 120. Yeah, that feels like the 180 there. Bit more lubrication. Again, just to help keep that dust down. We go again. So it's 180 now. So obviously turning this slow, it's not a lot of heat build up and it'll stop the paper clogging as fast. Yeah, I'm just giving you guys the heads up. There's a demo coming up for me 25th of November at Axminster Tools and Machinery in Warrington, which is here in the northwest. So obviously a lot of you can't attend, but anyone that's, you know, thinking of coming, Bamba's going to be there, so I'm sure he'd like to meet you. He loves the whole planet, Bamba. But, you know, it's the picked for the temperament, guide dogs, and, you know, he's so gentle. He's a gentle giant, really, with him being a German Shepherd. And it's amazing how many people say, oh, that's a lovely Alsatian. But obviously very similar looking dogs. But it's like Eric Cantona says on his beer advert, you know, the Alsatian, it's from the Alsace region of France. Hence the name, Alsatian. Whereas Bamba's a German Shepherd, so love him to bits. So that's feeling nice there now with the 180. I'm going to go straight in now with the 240. So when I've just finished with this grit, I'm going to put my usual spiral detail in the base, and then Yorkshire grit it. Knocking the card off. Feels nice. So let me just get a bit of tissue. I'll get my small texturing tool, so I'll be back in a second. Cool. I've got it here. So whenever you're using these, if it's got this knurled locking nut here, this pin, always keep that away from the work, because if you're trying to use it and it's inside, it could touch the work and screw things up, or you could get a catch. So I hold it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's left a detail in the base. I'll just give it a quick denib there now. Not too much. Obviously you can use shavings and things like that. So on with the show now. So it's time to get a bit of sanding sealer in there. Just get that out of the way. Just have a feel. Just make sure I get it into all of that detail. Just work that in there. So just let that flash off a second. And then a swig of tea. How's that feeling? Yeah, cool. Hold on. A bit of denib. And also, what I'm going to do now is just give her a blast with the air light. Same again now, just Work it well into that detail. Rub it well in with a kitchen towel. Gets rid of any drips and heavy, you know, if you put too much on. Sweet. Sweet. So again, just another second. So yeah, when I've de-nibbed it, I'm going to Yorkshire grit it then, and then apply the polish. Then I'll spin it round. Then we can think about what shape we're going to give it, and obviously we're going to thin it down a little bit, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. John was asking, you know, did I have an idea going into this project, or do I just let the ideas flow? Normally I just turn and let things develop as they will, but having decided to do the candlestick with those blanks that Rob Wilson sent me from Dalman, and having felt some of Steve Healy's candlesticks lately, I did have an idea of the shape I wanted it to follow, but only a rough idea. I'd had a feel of Steve's stuff and forgotten most of it, but I think I've remembered the important parts. So I've done quite a few candlesticks, but never a two-piece one like this. So Yorkshire grit. I'm not going to actually put any, just let what's on the cloth work on the inside. I don't want big globs of grit clogging up that spiral. So there'd be enough on the cloth to burnish that and do what it needs to do. Don't forget to get right in that rim, that lip. Keep it moving, and it works well in. Move to a clean piece now. And again, always listening and feeling, process what I'm feeling. Always building pictures up in my mind as ideas flow, and once you get a couple of minutes into the project, things start to develop. Ideas and shapes and cool stuff. Here now. So shaking it up. Not too much. Fire in the hole! Working it well in. Get a clean bit of tissue and just literally one grain of sand's worth. Just for a second coat. And while I'm doing that now, I'm reaching for the carnauba. Just rub it on the palm of my hand, get some heat into it. There you go, that's enough. And there'll be enough on the tissue to get on that inside. Get it worked in. Oh yes. that should be that finished. So what I need to do now is just lock that spindle and just...
Messages. Charlie, why can't you get me tonight again?
Oh. Charlie's just left a message. I did tell him I was live streaming. So there you have it. So what I need to do now is just take the spindle pin out. Nicola, if you're listening, can you text Charlie and tell him I'm live streaming and tell him we're out tonight? That's why we can't get him tonight. Sorry about that, folks. Real life. It's raw. It's real. So what I always like to do now is, before this is going to grip the work, just give these jaws a bit of a wipe. Make sure there's nothing on them that's going to damage the work. So I'm going to hold it now by the centre, so the jaws are going to expand now and grip the work. Not too much pressure, you don't want to split anything, but make sure you find, locate and tighten all the holes, but just gently. You don't want to be really ratcheting anything up too much. So just stood out of the way in case it wants to let go. Listening, can't hear any wobbles or shakes. No heavy vibration through the bench or the lathe. So that feels good. So right. So what we've got now is, obviously we've got this hole which goes, I think it was 1 inch deep, and I did the tenon length 1 inch. Can always be tweaked a little bit as I'm test fitting it. So I need to be taking this down as deep as the tenon and as wide as well, you know, it's easy. I've got to make a hole which is a perfect fit for the tenon to fit into. It's that easy. But I just want to just make sure that this square face, and I can use the bar here, sorry, not this square face, the face here is square. Now that feels, again, because it's been really well milled, that feels good to go. A couple of dinges and knocks and things in it, but we can get rid of them in a second. So just having a feel there now. That's the round one. That's the square one. I'm going to put the face shield back on again now. So let's just go up a tad more. Check that it's square. Let's see how this goes now. So I'm just stopping so I can still feel the hole. So it needs to go deeper yet. Have another feel. Again, just got to take your time with this stuff. You can always take more off. You can't put it back on. Still okay. We're still going. Not the hole's still there. And everyone's heard the term slowly, slowly catch your monkey, or softly, softly catch your monkey. Well, that's what we're doing here. In fact, if I just go and grab that stem, just as an initial so it's not going in there as of yet, so it does need to be widened as well as still going deeper, so just checking for spacing again. Especially, right, we're getting there now, especially with this being the first time I've done a two-piece candlestick. I think that's deep enough now, so just need to offer this up again now. So it needs to go deeper. Out. Watch your eyes, everyone. And literally just the slightest little bit. Just the slightest little bit. Just felt that, you know, the ubiquitous little hit in the bottom, so just seesawing that up just to knock it off. So let's have a feel here now. Okay. I'm just thinking this is going to be way too fat, isn't it? And I'm just trying to feel how much I've got. It's just going to look ridiculous if it's thick and stumpy, that base. So let's lose some height from it. Taking quite greedy cuts there. Just to lose some of that. So it's a bit high here in the centre. So, obviously I need to deepen this hole again now. Probably by nearly ½ an inch, so it's going to work out a lot better this now. It was just too thick, and all these things, you know, it's hard for me to, yeah, I mean, a sighted person at a glance you can tell. I sort of knew it, but so an airline comes in really handy. blowing stuff out. A little pip in the bottom. About 1/4 of an inch to go. So getting there. Can't rush these things, you see. I mean, by rights, when we get things back to where we need them to be, you know, I should be doing edited videos. It's don't, you know, we know where we need to sort of like tweak the channel, but it's in hand, don't worry. I'm leaving the candlestick over here behind me on the bench because I just don't want to knock it off and damage it as he completely pulls the tool rest off. Funny. It's for those sort of reasons that I'm doing what I'm doing. Don't panic. Hello?
Hello.
Did you text Charlie?
Yeah.
What did he say?
I don't know, I'm not ready.
Oh, right.
I just sent him a message.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Well, I don't know, just Charlie sent me a text. Nicola's with us, by the way, everyone. Yeah, he sent me a text saying, why can't you come for me again tonight? So I thought, if I'd have sent a text, it would have interrupted the live stream.
Yeah.
So obviously, can't do that. So this is just, you know, it's taking time to get the depth of this right. There you go.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Perfect. I mean, it was way too thick, so I've had to. Cool. A slightly sloppy fit, but I'm not going to sand in there anyway, but I can sort that out. Me no way. So right, I need to start actually shaping the base. Any comments?
Yeah, you got quite a few, but quite long ones.
Alright, okay.
So I'll read them to you later.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to start shaping this now. I can sort of like, I'm going to step it, but what's that?
I'll see you in a bit.
Alright, bye, thanks. So, yeah, I'm just shaping it now. Giving it some style and shape. So that feels pretty nice at that. Take a lighter cut now. Move this in closer. That's nice, and I'm just checking for tear out and how it's progressing. Feels really nice. Now what I'm thinking of doing is this top, this 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the 3 steps, the 3 layers, the 3 terraces, whatever you want to call them. This top one, if I just sort of like go in with the detail tool and then just gently round it over, it's going to give that sort of like a big bead, but that's what I'm thinking I'll use as sort of like a foot, the impression of a foot. So that's what I'm thinking. Just having a feel around for it. Right, there it is. So I'm going here on the side. Push in there. Give it round over. Just getting a bit more close and personal now. Just round that over. Then if I just get my small little, just round over this. What I've done there now is I've given that top almost it's a disc. So that's giving it the appearance of a foot. Yes! Loving the feel of that. I'm loving the feel of it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. That's really cool. I mean, there's no, this 99% certain there's hardly any tear out on this. Really cool. So I'm quite happy to get straight on with the old Sandaruni there. So again, lubricate this. This should bring the colour out. Make sure I don't get, again, if I get any wax in that mortise, I'm going to clean it with thinners anyway. Why do I stop mid-sentence like that? It's because my brain's everywhere. Yeah, put thinners in there to degrease it. So let's just gently now just getting that, all that paper get right in there now. Give it a nice sanding. So it's Friday again. That Friday feeling. Is there such a thing? Is there such a thing in this day and age where it's just everything's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? A lot of people have to work at weekends and things, so I used to get it at work back in the day, especially when you had the weekend off. Rolling over that. Get to a fresh part. I think so. Let's have a stop at that now and have a feel. Yep, feels good. Another cursory feel for any tear out and
Alert. Low battery.
low battery. It said. Well, we can sort that out. Careful planning, I brought my charger in. Just hold steady, folks.
Close. Close. Button. Heading not found.
Right,
YouTube.
flick that switch on for the power. Right, we've got juice again. Which is pretty cool. Final rub with this 120. Nice. Right, let's find the 180. Whee! I've got the 180. That's excellent. Reapply wax to keep the dust down. I remember when I first started listening to YouTube, when I was teaching myself how to wood turn by proxy, virtual classroom. Obviously listening to Carl Jacobson a lot at the start and how he sanded everything with his mineral oil and wax paste. You know, great idea. Especially for the woods that are very dusty, you know, like Purple Heart and things like that. Makes a lot of sense, really. Won't be long till Christmas. Who said that? Dreaded C word. Great when kids are young though, isn't it? So, anyway, I think I started before saying, you know, we're going to get some changes in place for the channel and a new look and some fresh ideas. So, we've been talking to people, professionals in the field of marketing and creativity, not giving away any names at the minute, but I don't think it's anybody that you know, but yes, without it being complete shock and awe, you know, we're going to give the channel, me, general, everything, a bit of a facelift. I'm just going to be a bit more true to myself. It's not scary. You know, we're practically there anyway. You know me, guys, but don't want to give too much away at the minute, but we're working hard on tweaking things, just to make it a better experience for everyone involved, myself included. New ideas that are being formulated, and but yeah, I don't want to give too much away as of yet, but a bit of a makeover is what you'd call it, I suppose. Going to add a bit of life into it all. Just give this a bit of a up now. So there you go, that's been sanded now to 240, so I'm going to get the old sanding sealer on there now. I've got big plans and big ideas. It's just trying to get them all clicked into place and come to fruition, but yeah, like everybody else, I still have dreams and aspirations and big plans. So, yes, let that flash off. Just give this Scotch-Brite pad a bit of a blast off. De-nibbing, you know the score. That sealer just raises the grain a bit. So just knocking that back. apply the second coat now. I hope you know this is obviously a completely separate block of wood from what the stem was, so I hope it's a similar colour and it's all sort of like it flows and it's cohesive as a piece of art when it's done. I'm done with that. I like the way that when I'm doing these videos and Nicola reads out the chat, it's nice how you're having a talk together and how you doing, mate, and oh, I've done something, and David Julie said to JP, oh yeah, I'll send you the pictures, and that's brilliant. That's absolutely, you know, you're hanging out together and chewing the fat. It's really cool. Love it. Right, cool. Get the grit out. Get the grit out. Apply it. Start quite slow so it don't fling off everywhere. Make sure it gets nicely in that groove where that bead is. We can up the speed now and get it worked in. Working well in. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Right, that sounds good. Get this polished up now. Still trying to keep clear of that mortise. Little squirt more. And when I'm doing that, it's funny. Only Fools and Horses. When they're painting that Chinese chippy kitchen. And Del says, a little dab will do you. So every time I put a little bit of finish on the tissue, I can hear a little dab will do you. Funny, what a show. Yeah, Rodney and Grandad painting that kitchen. Bloody fluorescent yellow. Epic. Carnauba wax now, folks. Carnauba. Tomato. than that, apart from the glue up and getting a candle cup, is pretty much it. So let me just turn the power off to the lathe. We can just get this little fella off. Ta-da! So everybody, what do you think? Milk pear candlestick. It's done, apart from the little bit, so I'm going to come round and get you guys now so you can come and have a closer look. Be careful not to drop you. So just try and keep the power lead. So we're there folks. So what do you think? That's, if I just move